What's up, everybody? It is Wednesday, and it is 5 p.m., which means it's time for Retouch This. We are on episode number 15, I think, for this week, which is crazy to think.
Wow.
15 weeks or more. We took a break. It's actually 16 weeks. We've almost been doing this 4 months. Hey, everybody, I'm John Cocozza, joined by my co-host, Brian Linsley, or a.k.a. Captain Clint Torres. And say what's up, Bri. How you doing?
This is how people clap now? You fucking losers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, totally. Oh, that hurts me. It's too aggressive. I don't like it. Don't clap. I want silent claps. Silent claps.
Here's what I want. Those people, Game 7, the Bronx, Yankees, Dodgers, and Aaron Judge hits one out. Bottom 9, Game 7. Oh my God.
I think their heads would explode, dude, from all the noise. Yeah, those are the soft people in society that George Carlin always had some sort of great death by torture for them. So, you know.
Well, the sad thing is, 10 years ago in the Bronx, everyone in the bleachers would just beat them up.
Mm-hmm.
No one would care.
Throw them out of the nosebleeds. Throw them out of the bout. Yeah. So, hey guys, so Retouch This. If you're the first time checking it out, we do this podcast each week. I am a professional modeling photographer, and a lot of times I have to sit in front of the computer and just edit tons of content of bikini models, whether it's photos or videos. And I know it sounds like such a hard job, but it actually takes quite a bit of time. So I just figured, why not have some people on? And we can hang out and shoot the shit, rock out, nerd out with your know what out. And so we're just hanging today. Guys, when we're getting started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're approaching that 10,000 subscriber mark for this channel, which is awesome. I'm so stoked on that. But a lot of people who watch the videos on this channel are not subscribed. So if you can just please hit the subscribe button if you like what we do. And then also please like, share, comment on the video. That's that simple little press the like button helps out so much because we are shadow banned on YouTube. Like our content is definitely suppressed by the YouTube algorithm. You do not like some straight white guys talking about hot bikini models and hot women and stuff like that. They definitely don't like that stuff. If you guys want, what you can do if you want to help out and support, my other company is Bikini Girl Magazine. I started it during the pandemic, featuring all the beautiful models that I shoot. And I created a digital magazine, and you can get that through the website. It's $7 a month. If you want to sign up through Patreon, you get the digital magazine each month, and you also get the sexy behind the scenes videos from the shoots that I can't show on YouTube. You just go to the site, click on digital magazines, and you can click and, we'll link to it either through MagForest or Patreon. And then we started doing print issues. So now you can order these really nice books. I usually have one with me. I don't have it today. I couldn't show it to you anyway. The YouTube censors would absolutely lose their minds and their heads would explode. But you can order that and have it shipped to your house. And then also make sure to follow Bikini Girl Magazine on YouTube channel. As you can see, we're only at 295 subscribers. We need to get that count up. Perfect example of, recently I noticed that our Melissa Grace video from September just hit 12,000 views, which is awesome.
12,000?
12,000 views for that video of Melissa. So if you guys can, we need to get those subscribers up on that site. I need to hit 1,000 subscribers on this site at least. Come on, guys. Get on it. It's hot chicks. We like it. So, definitely check some of that stuff out. And today what we're going to be doing is we thought we'd switch it up for you guys. And what we'll be doing is I'm usually editing bikini model photos. Recently, I met up with a girl while I was shooting a party, and we just did this impromptu modeling bikini shoot there at the party. And I filmed a bunch of video of her, and I've been sitting on the footage for a couple of weeks now. So I figured it'd be fun just to kind of show you guys the process of editing a bikini model video live. and like what I go through to do that, like the clipping, the laying out of the video, playing it back, selecting the music. So we'll kind of be working on that through the show. We're also I've got a recent party video to show Bri that we just did recently this weekend. And then we're going to get what's weird in the news, a bunch of different weird news stories to talk about through the day and stuff. So let me show you guys who this bikini model babe is that we're going to be editing today. And I'll pull up her Instagram. So it is Brittanee Lee. And this is the video. This is one of the pictures I actually shot of her at the party. So she was at the party, just looking like a smoke show, rocking it, and just smoking hot. So we just started doing some pictures, and then we decided to do some video right in the middle of the party. And yeah, what do you think, Bri?
She seems very selfless. Like, she's probably really into other people's issues.
Oh, she was a nice girl, dude. She was pretty cool. She was fun. Just doing her thing at the party. So,
yeah. Where was the party?
The party was in Pacific Beach here in PB. Nice. Speaking of parties, I'll show you another recent one that we had on. I think it was Saturday this past week. So, guys, if you're not familiar, if you've never seen, Brian actually used to live here in town, but this right here is where I live and where Brian used to live and where we first met. This is down in Mission Beach, but Pacific Beach is back up here, and then you've got La Jolla right there. And this is kind of like the beach town party zone of San Diego if you've never kind of been to this area. But let me see what this like. I'll play this little video for you. It's short. So they did a party at the Tower Beach Club. A bunch of DJs got together. There's a bunch of people partying. And I filmed the majority of this video with a GoPro Hero 9.
What was that drink? Like those bottles of drinks.
Oh, that's a local brand that started up here. It's called Surf Water.
Okay.
So it's electrolyte water, and he's just been all over the party scene and getting out there in San Diego and getting the brand out there. So he's been supplying all these cases of water for all these like private parties. So
for a second, I thought it was like a Red Bull and vodka to go type situation.
Well, yeah, they've been doing like vodka waters, and then he's also got like sparkling water in one of those aluminum cans. So people have been putting their shots in there to drink them out of there. But
yeah, that hard seltzer thing has a real Zima feel to it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, San Diego looks like they haven't missed a beat. San Diego looks like it's back in full swing.
Oh yeah, San Diego's been rocking, man.
Well, she seemed friendly.
Oh yeah.
She seemed weird. She seems dirty. He seems annoying. Oh yeah, there's my crew. That guy's getting laid. Guy's like 6'2", impeccable jawline.
Yeah.
that guy's not worried about it. The summer send-off.
Summer send-off. So San Diego's back, baby. San Diego is back partying again. So that was a little party this past weekend with a bunch of babes and DJs and stuff. So figured I'd share that with you guys, I
don't feel like LA is doing that, dude. LA is really lame right now, man. Like
LA is always lame. LA's always lame, Brian.
It doesn't seem like anybody's around. People are still wearing masks, even though you don't have to. Not everywhere, but it's funny when you see now the people that work in the supermarket not wearing the mask.
Mm-hmm.
And people who are coming in to shop are. It's like, dude, the people who are in here all day are like, fuck this thing. Oh God.
Oh, those people are never taking off those masks, bro. They're never doing it. They're never, they're going to go through the rest of their lives wearing masks and gloves and Lysoling people down and, Lysoling their dog when they bring their dog back from a walk before it enters back in the house, after the dog was already sniffing other dogs' butts, and eating poo off the ground.
Go and lick me right in the mouth, dog.
Yeah, lick me right in the mouth. Yeah. But, I'm good with that. But God damn it if I shake your hand, Brian. 6 feet.
I've
6 feet distance.
Come to an enlightening stage. I'm fine with dogs, but good Lord, do I hate dog people.
Oh, they're the worst. There's some psycho dog people, dude.
Dude, you might like this move that I've been trying out the last couple of years. Actually, I'd say it's about 5 years old. I think I'm only fully successful on one, but I was real close on two others. So you ever meet those people who their whole dog situation, and it's not like they have 5 or 6 dogs. They might only have 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
But they're such an annoying human. Like they're just so annoying and terrible to be around in general that they don't have a lot of like actual human friends, right? So their dog's their life. And you can sense the dogs that can't stand their owner, but has no choice. So what I do is I try and turn. I try and turn the dog. Interested in being friends with this pet. My whole attempt is to just get the dog noticeably to like me so much that that person who owns the dog now doesn't want me to come around or like doesn't want to hang out near me because of the fear that they think their dog likes me more. I know one was 100% success. Like, and dude, I've gone to the lengths of like starting, like I'd bring food, like dog treats with me.
Yep.
And like when the person would leave, I mean, I would just feed this thing, feed it to the point where when I came over, you would think that this dog, oh man, it's always a nice way to cool off.
Yeah, surf water. Surf water is great for a lot of things. It's perfect for hydration, and when it's really hot outside, perfect for hydration.
Hydration is the key. It looks like she's hydrating the right spots. But let me just finish up.
It gets hot. It gets hot in San Diego, man. When the sun comes out, you're at the party. You just, you're up on a rooftop deck. The pool's down below. You don't want to go down to the pool. So it's like, you got a can of surf water right there. So, it's just, see, look, she's hydrated. She's super refreshed. That's the way it goes. Look how happy she is, Brian. Look how happy. Now, YouTube censors, are you going to deny that girl's happiness? Come on.
Not at all.
Absolutely.
Just to finish up on the dog thing too,
yep.
I think like I had one person basically sniff out my plan. Like she knew what I was doing. Basically at one point lost her mind, said that was the most evil thing that somebody could do. And I was like, oh, that's the most evil thing? Okay. I guess you must just vacation on Earth because you obviously don't live here if that's the most evil thing. So did you know this broad before you started doing this, or did you just walk up to her and like, hey?
No, I literally just walked up to her. I was doing the photos and videos at the party, and then we started taking pictures up on the rooftop, and she just loved them. And I was like, hey, what do you feel like filming some video? Let's do some video footage. She's like, oh yeah. She's like, let me go, get a drink and I'll come back and we'll just, do some shooting. So then we just started going around the party and doing our own little bikini modeling shoot, like right there in front of everybody, basically. I mean, when you have a location like this, man, you gotta take advantage of it. Let's see here. So basically what I'm doing now is I've already gone and file named all the clips, and because the clips are pretty short, I've imported them. I've imported the clips into Final Cut Pro, and now I'm just kind of going through them real quick. There's 2 different ways I usually do this. If I have a ton of clips that I shot, like 100 to 120 for a project, I'll go through those outside of Final Cut and I'll clip out exactly what I want to use and then just file name as trimmed and then just separate the other stuff as the originals. And then I just import the trimmed. So I'm not uploading like 200 different clips and then trying to sort through them. I want to just narrow it down. This one, I think I had like 20, 30 clips. So as you can see, I'm kind of just going through and I'm just looking for like those like awesome little moments of like panning up a body or, you know, moving around that I think would work out. And you notice all these clips are like, that's a 9-second clip. So we can actually even, I shot this pretty slow. Normally I would slow-mo everything like 75%, but this one, yeah, see, that's pretty good. Just that, like the look and then down to the legs and then grab that, that's 4 seconds. So I basically will go through and just trim out like the exact clips I want to use. Yeah, right.
No, the use of the word trim is appropriate.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But at the same time, the use of the word trim is not appropriate for YouTube, just because of what you're showing.
Well, I'm trimming the clips, dude.
What happened to trim? What, remember Murphy used to? Murphy loved that term in the 80s.
Oh yeah, I bet you could say that to millennials nowadays. They'd have no clue what you were saying. You know.
He's like, come on, man, I just got out of jail. I want to get some trim. Jesus Christ, my dick gets hard when the wind blows.
So, and this is basically this is what it is, man. This is
that's straight vodka.
Let's see here.
I was wondering, straight vodka.
Straight vodka.
I was doing this.
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't look up, man.
And then I was like, straight vodka.
Yeah, I like that over the shoulder angle. So
is she from, did you get into where she's from? Is she from San Diego?
I did not get into where she's from. She's actually a hairstylist, designer. Trying to oh, see, there we go. Right there where the hands move. This is probably pretty good.
I feel like you're asking to get a strike.
Dude, this is just a chicken bikini, bro. I mean, like, honestly, this is educational. This is how you make modeling videos. Like, if you look at any women's swimwear catalog, if you look at any women's lingerie catalog or anything like that, or if you say they are doing like a Dove body wash commercial and the girl's nude in the shower and they're showing the girl rubbing her hands all over her body, bro, like this is how you do it. You film it, you get all the clips, and you trim them out. And this is just an educational tool, Brian. I'm just out here trying to teach and just educate the masses on YouTube on how you may find yourself one day needing to edit a bikini model video.
Stand-up guy, Johnny.
Hey, I'm looking for the people, bro. This is all for the people. So,
she looks au naturel. Am I correct? Would you agree?
No.
Oh, really? Because those things have a. Oh, okay. Those things look, just like.
No. Those are.
There's work. There's work. Okay.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, maybe not that. That'll probably get us. That'll probably get us in trouble on the YouTube. So, tuber. I could always clip that out later on.
On the old tube.
But see, here we go. Then you add some puppies into the mix, and now we've got beautiful models and puppies, and it's a totally different vibe.
Everything just changed.
Everything just changed. Everything. You see cute puppy moderators, YouTube moderators.
I think I would have a tough time if that's a little male puppy. I think I'd have a tough time turning that one. I think he knows. He'd know the game.
Well, so let me bring this screen over and let's get to what's in the weird news this week, man. So some of the stories that Brian and I have found this week that we thought was just a little segment we call "What's in the Weird News." First one that we found,
which could just be. I mean, is the weird news the weird news, or is this just the news now? I don't know.
Is this because
Hard to
are we
tell.
technically in bizarre world now? Aren't we living in bizarre world? So everything would be bizarre and weird news at this point.
Getting pretty close. Pretty
Um,
close.
pretty close. So this one I found: emergency services scramble to rescue drowning woman washed out to sea. Scramble. That turns out to be a discarded sex doll.
Where can I start with this? So, first of all, if you and I were standing, we're somewhere in San Diego, off the coast, and there's a woman drowning in the ocean. I'm just saying, calling 911 isn't doing her a favor. Diving your fucking ass into the ocean and trying to be helpful is probably the way to go. Because when I hear scramble, like if someone's drowning and you're waiting for people to scramble to get help. Now don't get me wrong, I understand it turned out to be a sex doll, but my point being is, if it was help, I'm drowning, arms flailing, you'd like to see someone go in. It doesn't sound like that here. It sounded like someone was just like, think they're probably already dead. So instead of me getting wet and possibly saving a life, I'll make a call. Oh my God, that doesn't even look. Dude, that is a weird, raggedy looking sex doll, no?
Well, it's been in the water probably.
Face down. People
look at the onlookers.
No.
So look at the onlookers. They're just looking there. What do you think their thoughts are? They're like, "Oh, what a shame." It's a good sex doll gone to waste.
They're going, I'd recycle. I'll bring that home. I'll clean that baby up. I'll have sex with it tonight. Where was this again? Where was
Japan?
This again? Oh yeah, that thing's getting banged. That thing's getting a bukkake run tonight from about 9 fucking dudes in their 60s.
So crowds gathered to watch the dramatic rescue of what appeared to be a woman floating in the waters before the rubber sex doll was hauled out of the Hanichoi Bay in northeastern Honshu, Japan.
You know what's interesting about Honshu, Japan?
What?
That's where I take ninja classes.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm about to graduate. Hey, again.
Do you get a sex doll when you graduate? Is that the prize? Is that what you win from ninja school?
It's a little better. It's a little better than just a doll. Hey, wait a minute. So back to you said they like hauled it out, right? Again,
they hauled it out.
Nobody diving in. Nobody willing to make sure this wasn't potentially a drowning human, right? Just. Well, let's pull it up, and thankfully it's just a sex doll.
No, they broke out all their cameras and started taking pictures.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Oh, look. Dead person floating in water. Take picture.
2 hours later, I'm so distraught. I watched a dead person die. Didn't do anything but film it.
But, the real question here is, what's the backstory of this sex doll? How did the sex doll end up in the drink? Are we dealing with some dude who just tried to pull like what's his name, Peterson? Like he was married to the sex doll and he's just like sitting there stewing for like days on end. He's like, I gotta get rid of her. I'm taking her out. I'll tell you, hey honey, let's go fishing. Come on. And he like talks to her and he brings her out there and he's in the boat. And then he just finally like picks up like the thing that you beat fish with and he like whacks the sex doll over the head and like dumps her over the boat and then goes back in and he's sitting at his house. He's like, no, I was at work. I wasn't there. It wasn't me. Like,
yeah, I love the idea of them on the boat. Right now, and let's be clear, he obviously nailed it 1 or 2 more times before he tossed it, right?
Probably.
Right.
I love you so much.
But I hate you. I love you, but I hate you. I love you, but I hate you.
Or are we dealing with some like Japanese mogul on a yacht and he was having a party with the sex dolls and he was just like banging one up against the railing of the boat. And then suddenly he just got too wild and she just flipped over and he went in the ocean. He was just like, no, like.
Yeah, I wonder, if because we're talking Japan, so maybe the sex style of them is kind of like a fluffer, right? Like maybe there's obviously like 5 Japanese chicks that were going to get railed by like 20, 30 dudes, but they had a couple sex styles to like fluff themselves off in between turns while they're waiting to get their turn at the live one, and when they're done, they just throw the DNA over so they can't be linked.
Fair warning to everybody out there. If you are somebody who does not watch spicy adult content on the internet, when we go to rank countries for their weirdness in spicy adult content, yeah, Japan is kind of right at the top of that list comes to their spicy adult videos. They create some weird motherfucking videos. Them and the Germans. German spicy videos and Japan spicy videos, man, it's like they're in a competition to see who's the strangest.
Dead heat. Okay.
Dead heat. One day, one of them goes a little higher, and the other one's like, "Oh, we're gonna beat you!" And no, you won't. You won't beat us. We sex fanatics. We sex fiends. You don't know how to have sex on video like Germans.
I would be up for checking out a bukkake off between a group of Germans and a group of Japanese men. I almost left off the anise. Dude. My bad.
It's horrible. So yeah, that's what's going.
Let's be clear though. This sex style probably, got a lot of use, right? Like this thing, it wasn't like, I tried it out, I don't like it. Like this thing probably got hammered for 6 months and then just got thrown away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want to give everybody a heads up out there. We here at the ReTouch This podcast, we understand the drama and the trauma that sex dolls endure in today's society. So we in no way possible are advocating violence against your sex dolls. Your sex dolls, they're important to you. They should be treated with utmost respect. And I would feel that in 2021, we have reached a place in modern day society that this stuff and this violence against sex dolls would come to an end. So, please go out there, support your local sex doll shelter, get out there, see what you can do, volunteer. They're lonely sometimes. They get left in closets. They might get left in like a chest with a lock on it and they don't know when they're getting out. They sometimes have to deal with really disgusting, slobby, sweaty men. So, they go through some hard work. It's a tough job.
I wonder if I hope that the sex doll wasn't involved with like an abortion gone wrong situation.
Oh God, dude. Oh my God.
Sorry. I found the line.
Yeah. It was back there.
Blew by it when you almost left the knees off.
So speaking of blowing by things, let's segue to our next story. Florida gun range lets you shoot at your friend. And this is
just give it up for Florida.
Give
it up for Florida, dude.
Silent clap.
God
Silent
bless
clap. So Winter Poke, Florida. A gun range in Florida is letting its customers fire shots at each other. Revolvers, Glocks, rifles, and assault weapons are all allowed at Combat City.
First of all, hey, for the name Combat City, bravo. Now, wait, where is this? Orlando?
Winter Poke, Florida, man. I don't know where.
Because I would love to know that this is just 2-3 miles from the fucking Disney World or Disneyland or Epcot Center. Like, I'd just like to know that you could, in the same day, you could visit some Disney stuff and then throw the kids in the car with your buddies.
Go shoot your relatives?
Yeah. Go shoot each other.
Actually, that sounds like that's the most perfect thing in the world. After spending an entire day with your relatives at Disney World, you definitely want to shoot somebody.
Man.
So a gun range in Florida is letting customers fire shots at each other. Revolvers, Glocks. Oh, yeah, I said that already. Combat City owner Dave Kaplan says all participants are searched to make sure that they're not holding any additional weapons when they're allowed into Combat City. Then Kaplan takes your original weapon, modifies it, putting a restrictor in the barrel so a live round will not be fired. Instead, the gun fires rubber bullets.
I don't
So
get
you're not
that.
firing live rounds at your relatives. You're firing rubber bullets at them. So
I get that and I don't get that, but like if he's restricting it to a live round couldn't be fired, how could a rubber bullet round be fired? Or is he just saying it's obviously not a real bullet? Is that just like
I don't know. This is when we need to phone a friend and we'll call Bob.
I wonder if Bob's got a summer pass to Combat City.
Combat City. Oh, I love it, man. Combat City. It's great. Go in there and just like get to fire rubber bullets at all these leftist communist little guys. Yeah, man. So a growing number of women are traveling to Combat City to improve their self-defense skills and prepare themselves for real life situations. See, there we go.
Hey,
so
a rubber bullet. Now that's still more impactful than
a pepper ball, like a paintball.
It's more
rubber bullet will fuck you up, dude.
That's
rubber
what I'm
bullet.
thinking. And the automatic weapon aspect, like, dude, 15 rounds coming at you. I just feel like there's going to be some serious welts. I don't know what kind of protection you're wearing, but
America, man, America,
big time America. Well, Florida, Florida, right? Like, do we still count Florida?
Hey, I was down. I love Florida, man. No mask during the pandemic. They're just, balls to the wall. They're just letting it all hang out down there. It was great. I was going around during the lockdowns, Florida, just no masks. It's all good. Do your thing. Yeah. Go to the beach.
True story. First person I ever met who had ever had cocaine or done cocaine, definitely from Florida, Cocoa Beach. Second person I ever met who was literally, carrying cocaine. This, not a. Is this tippy toe? Is this tippy toe?
Oh, what?
Strike? Is this strike worthy stuff that I'm saying?
No. Telling a story about somebody using cocaine? I don't think so. Yeah, okay. You're telling a personal story.
Second person, same thing, from Cocoa Beach, Florida. And the first person that I ever in my house, I was like, "Hey man, what are you doing there?" And he's got a piece of tinfoil. This is in college. He's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "No, I don't see what you. Everyone's drinking like people are smoking pot." And then how did he do it? Yeah, no, it was off. So it was like a piece of tinfoil. Yeah, I put some of the blow on there. And he's like lighting the bottom and he's got like a little piece of a straw. And I'm really, oh, okay. So that's what freebasing cocaine looks like. Again, from Florida. So that's a state full of valedictorians, I would say. But we love you, Florida. We love you. You're doing a great job right now. You are leading the pack.
So our next in the weird news story today, man, this is, I gotta give this Brian picked this one out.
And I apologize. You're right. It is like 5 years old, but Carnival worker. So you get Carnival worker, you're going to stop, right? And at least like the date became irrelevant. Go ahead.
Carny folk.
Dude, small hands smell like cabbage.
Carnival worker arrested after butt dialing his friend while having sex with his dog and recording the act.
Now, can I just weigh in on that first? So I would assume most people would think if you're going to, bang your dog out, you're probably going to do a doggy style. Here's my question. If you're butt dialing, I feel like the phone's in your back pocket and you're actually doing like some sort of I know. But you follow the visual, right? Like, how are you butt dialing if you're doggy styling? I'm assuming this guy is super gross.
So,
hey, by the way, John, Alabama. This is
Alabama.
Which borders?
Florida.
Thank you.
Russell Joseph Myers, 54 of Alabama, is the second person in the state charged with beast. I'll say that later. I won't finish that word for the YouTube censors laws. Myers was arrested after he allegedly butt dialed a friend's voicemail, recorded him having spicy relations with his German Shepherd.
Yeah, dude, by the way, I mean, that's risky. I mean, German Shepherds are usually larger and can be quite
I know,
aggressive.
dude. I'm amazed the German Shepherd didn't bite his face off, dude. Like, what the hell?
Weird question. I just like to be clear about things. Do you think male or female German Shepherd?
Oh, dude.
I mean, I'm assuming this guy doesn't care, but
I
I'm
don't
just
think he
wondering
cares, dude.
in this instant, though, I gotta say, color me curious. I would like to know. They don't tell us that, but now there's another dog in the mix that wasn't assaulted, so to speak.
Oh, it was a voyeur.
Apparently,
Was this gentleman Russell Miles doing a little cuckold of cuckolding the dog?
Oh man, I'm
Wait,
wondering if
I just gotta go with this one. I just gotta go with my
yeah.
like. I love this quote. This is Officer Barbrady from Simpsons. It's obvious there was a condition there. It's just abnormal, no matter how you look at it. Way to go, Captain Obvious! Like
you don't say. You don't say. Wasn't
I
it?
mean,
Yeah,
who's the reporter that asked that question? Sheriff Shannon Oliver, could you give us a statement on your feelings to this case? It's
hey,
obvious
yeah,
there's
no,
a
hey,
condition there.
John. So, the ex-Carnival worker also owned a Chihuahua, but police say he did not molest the dog. So there's a Chihuahua in play here. So, like, you're either onto something with it was getting cucked, or it's a voyeur, or three, it was holding the tripod or holding the camera.
I want to know what the heck this guy did at the carnival, because we have like
great.
we have the Del Mar Fair here in San Diego, and what job was this guy's job at the carnival?
I mean, great question. First of all, I didn't even think about that. I mean, I'm assuming it has something to do with animals in some capacity, right?
The goldfish bowls.
I mean, there's not really, other than the dog-faced woman thing, I don't really think dogs are in carnivals, but man, that's a great question. And hey, side note, Myers may have to register as a sex offender per Alabama state law.
That's a long list of people.
Yeah. And now, but how do you do that one, right? Because don't you have to go around and knock on the door and be like, hey, I'm a sex offender, like, just so you know, I'm living in a neighborhood. Like, we've never really seen, like, are there follow-up questions if a sex offender is going, like, if a sex offender came around to my house, he's like, hey, man, or if she was like, hey, just moved in, I'm a registered sex offender. Like, you get to ask questions. You're like, oh, okay, so, like, what went down? Like, what'd you do? And if they're like, like, are you allowed to engage? Are you allowed to find out? Because it might be like, oh, that one doesn't sound too bad. I'm not too worried about it. But if it's this guy, and he's like, yeah, I was giving it to my German Shepherd, my male German Shepherd. That's information I might want to know.
Yeah, you're gonna hide all the dogs in the neighborhood at that point. Right. I think.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm as worried about my female dog. I'm more worried about my male dog, but that's just because I'm weird.
Be like Mr. What's his name from Family Guy from down the street, Mr. Rupert. Where's your German Shepherd at?
Oh,
he's looking pretty nice there, Brian. Hey, Brian. How you doing down there today? I noticed that you're a dog walker, huh? You like to walk the dogs. Why don't you walk the dogs down by my house this week? Maybe one of the dogs gets lost.
Dude, how is that still allowed? Like, of all the things, right, that are getting struck down, McFarlane still getting away with murder, not to mention he has a baby boy on the show that constantly tries to get laid. Oh, and then he's got, that guy up the street. That show. We could do a whole episode about Family Guy, by the way. I have a lot of thoughts on Family Guy.
Oh, I
do. I like it. I love it. Yeah, I think it's great. But honestly, John, I'm convinced that we might have talked about this like in episode 2 or 3. I'm convinced like 70% of that show is literally like verbatim cutaways or things referencing other movies from the last 25 years. I mean, there are so many just blatant scenes that are right out of a movie. He doesn't even change the dialogue. But I guess if Fox is your
they own it. They own every single movie, so
yeah,
they don't have to.
Do
they can do whatever they can do whatever they want, man. Yeah, I would totally agree with you. I would wonder if somebody ever did a study of how much dialogue in Family Guy out of every season, out of every episode, is pulled from another movie comparative to like what they actually write.
I'm thinking about trying it.
You're gonna do it? You're gonna sit there and just.
I'm gonna try, man. I'm gonna try. I really think I'm gonna try and do it because I just love to know.
I know I want to try right about now.
I think I have a good idea.
Yep.
All right. So quickly back to Alabama. It sounds like Alabama did have some laws in place for this, but this guy kind of the butt dialing and had that part of it. I believe there's something in one of the articles too that says they even might have tacked on like a couple new type laws to present against that. So nicely done. What was our boy's name there? What was his name again?
Oh, our boy's name was Russell Myers.
Something.
Mr. Russell Myers.
Mr. Myers, nicely done.
Mr. Myers. Yeah, of course.
Brother.
Oh yeah. So we're almost done clipping and trimming these trimming the clips. This is where
so nobody came around. Like nobody, it doesn't seem like any other girl, like the party's going on while she's doing this, right?
Yes.
I'm surprised like nobody else kind of came around like, hey, what's this? Or did they just kind of leave you guys alone? Like they thought you guys were doing something?
Yeah, this girl saw what we were doing and jumped in the hot tub and
hey, we're showing off butts. Let me jump in.
Yeah, she came, and so we're gonna kind of probably not show that footage. But
hold on. Why? Did you have an issue with her?
No. It was a fantastic moment in time that unfortunately, it was one girl saw what we were filming in the hot tub, and that girl, the girl decided she wanted to get in on the action. And she wanted to be a part of the action too. And sometimes when you get two girls in a hot tub together, things happen with, it's hot.
Like say the one that's wearing this stupid one piece that looks awful, she probably has to lose the stupid one piece that looks awful. Things of that nature.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that risque. No. Yeah, okay. No.
You agree that one piece kind of looked awful though, no? Or am I just seeing it at a bad angle?
Oh, you're seeing it at a bad angle. No. Okay. She looked great, dude. She looked great. Okay. This was something that was a bummer. So when filming with the man. So when filming with the GoPro Hero 9, it's very easy for the settings to switch. So, because you like hit the screen and it goes from video to time lapse to time lapse video to photo. So what happened is that sometime during the process, I was filming and it went to like time elapse. So I was filming this scene and look how fast it ended up coming out.
You can't slow it back down. It's already, once it's set, it's.
I don't know. I'm going to try to fix it and because I did this great underwater shot. See, coming from underwater and then but see how fast it's going. So I think I might have to slow it down to like 5% of its normal speed.
So the 9 is waterproof too. Obviously, they did everything's still waterproof with them, right?
Yeah, everything's still waterproof with them. Let's see if this works. Actually, let's try to slow this down to 5% and see what happens with this. Yeah, it doesn't quite.
Yeah, it's got like a. Now it looks like you put in some sort of stop motion, right?
Yeah, I think that's how it works with this thing. So that's one of the little bummers with using a GoPro Hero 9 to do the videography. You got to really watch those settings because on a DSLR camera, you can lock in your settings, lock your focus, stuff like that. On these GoPros, you hit the wrong button. So those clips are probably done. unfortunately. But this clip's pretty good. This is a pretty solid clip right there.
Pretty spicy. Pretty spicy.
Little climbing up the stairs. Well, it's a perfect example of how you climb up the stairs in a bikini while wearing high heels at a party.
Now, what's up? What is upstairs? What's up there?
This was a rooftop deck above the pool. So there was like a back little unit, granny flat, in the guy's property. So this was over here. There was like a slide. And then there was, that's not a slide. Well, I guess it could be a slide at sometimes, so. Sure. So yeah, so we just kind of put her up there. I thought it was just a cool shot from down below like that. See, like there's people coming from up above, but just, that's the thing with filming.
She reaches the top step and it looks like within 3 seconds a dude's on his way. Like, oh,
yeah, exactly.
Where'd you come from?
Yeah. I mean, luckily at these parties that we host, the ratio is fantastic. There's usually about 2-3 girls to every one guy at these things. It's limited. It's ticket sales. So normally just entry is like $100, $150 for guys, like $30, $40 for girls. And there's a limited number of guys tickets for these, but it's open bar for, usually like 6-7 hours. So if you figure, yeah, that works out great. $150 for a great ratio and just open bar.
Well, a great ratio usually limits the amount of roofie coladas that are passed out.
Yeah. We're very selective. We're very selective of the people that are allowed to come to the party, guys wise, because I've always, like we hear the term safe space and shit like that they use at college campuses and stuff. It's such, but you do want, like at parties like this and bikini parties and all this different stuff, you do want to have a safe space for chicks because you want chicks to come back. Like you just want everybody to be cool. You just don't want to invite douchebags in there. So, but I think I've got most of the clips. Now, typically what I'll do is all this audio is just going to be gone. So we just separate all that audio out. I don't want any of the party audio. If it was a DSLR camera, then you can just basically turn down your audio in the DSLR camera. But with a GoPro, it just picks up all the audio. So usually this would be like a point in time that I would go through and see how I like pre-selected like folders ready to go. Let's see here, pull this back up. And then what I do is I'm subscribed to story blocks and audio blocks. So I'm able to pick up royalty-free music for all my work. And that's when basically I'll start going through. Now that I have my clips pulled out, I'll just start going through and you like this?
Can't hear it. You asking me if I like music?
Yeah.
Can't hear it.
Oh, really? It's not playing?
Uh-uh.
Oh, wow. That's weird. Hopefully it's playing.
Try it again.
Hopefully it's playing for everybody else out there. Oh, I don't want to open up iTunes. No. I hate iTunes, man. So let me see if I could put this in there and see if this works. So we'll copy that over and then drop that into the storyline. And then let's see if this plays for you now. Can you hear it?
Nope.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
You can just see it. I can see it. Everything's moving, but now I got no.
Oh, I'm sure you could see that. Yeah, you got your eyes peeled really close to that, don't you? So then, basically, what we do is I pull a video out. It looks like this song is about 2 minutes 26 seconds. So then, what I'll do is I'll go through and I'll trim a lot of these clips down to the music timeline and then leave about a 5 to 10 second buffer at the end to add any kind of closing credits. And then actually, because nowadays, the different formats of all the different social media networks, like this one I'm doing in a regular video ratio and 1080p, but then for Instagram, I'm going to copy this exact program and then I'm going to square off the video and I have to add that to a new one and then do crops for every individual one. And then also for Instagram, they have these things called Reels. So then they're vertical format. So then I have to do another project where it's all Reels, but we'll save that for another time. But we can get back to what's in the weird news. And I thought that this one was pretty funny. So Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford injures shoulder rehearsing Indiana Jones 5, The Last Geriatric Crusade. Fight scene.
Ouch.
Production to shoot around recovery. So I love how they're using a shot of Harrison Ford for when he's like 38 years old.
I feel like this happened to him like 5 or 10 years ago on something else.
Star Wars.
Okay.
Star Wars, one of the doors like almost chopped like his arm or his leg off or something like that. So yeah, they were filming on the set and one of the automatic doors just like dropped on him or something like that. And they almost like chopped his leg off. Dude, he's seven. Look at where they buried his age. So exclusive. Are they putting Harrison's age in the first paragraph? No. Second paragraph? No. Third paragraph? Nope. It's at the end of the article. Ford, who is age 78. The dude is almost 80 years old and he's playing Indiana Jones. If you don't think that Hollywood has run out of ideas, you got it, dude. I don't know what world you're living on, bro. But yeah, so Harrison Ford hurt himself rehearsing a fight scene. 78-year-old fighting. The extent of the injury wasn't immediately known, but it involves his shoulder. The director, James Mangold, will continue to shoot around him in the appropriate course of treatment as evaluated. The filming schedule will be reconfigured as needed in coming weeks. Disney has set the Lucasfilm action thriller for a July 29, 2022 release date. So
July 2022, so around this time next year. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that Crystal Skulls thing was not the greatest thing. And they even tried to soup it up, some Cate Blanchett. I mean, if you got Cate Blanchett and Harrison Ford,
yeah,
you can't really make something work. So does Spielberg do these still? I feel like Spielberg's probably Mangold. Is he the director?
He's the director.
That ain't Spielberg. I mean, that dude's okay. He's done some cool shit, but
well, this is a Kathleen Kennedy project.
Yeah. Oh, God. Wait a minute. What? How is she involved? This wasn't originally a Disney.
It was a Lucasfilm property.
Oh my God, dude.
Indiana Jones was created by George Lucas and directed by Steven Spielberg. And when they bought Lucasfilm, they bought the rights to all the Indiana Jones stuff. And Kathleen Kennedy has a special bond with Indiana Jones because that's where her and George and Steven all worked together as she was the production assistant or producer or whatever she did for that movie. Not that anybody ever, when they mention Indiana Jones, ever brings her up for her awesome job that she did on the movie. Yeah, so that goes into right here. Let's see here. I saw her name in here somewhere. Production, UK Studios. They're filming at Pinewood Studios. Is taking over directing reins from Steven Spielberg. He's taking over directing reins.
Pinewood in Fayetteville, Georgia, or Pinewood in
UK?
England.
England. Who is serving? So Spielberg is serving as the producer of the film alongside with Kathleen Kennedy, Frank Marshall, and Simon Emanuel. John Williams is going to be working on the score. So
sounds like the score is already done.
Yeah.
Right.
Sounds like the score is going to be the best part of this movie.
Yeah.
Kind of like the last 3 Star Wars movies. Best thing that came out of it was John Williams' score. But
I hope he's not. Honestly, like I definitely hope Harrison Ford's not in like some serious injury.
Yeah, I mean, doing a fight scene at 70 years old or 80 years old. I don't know what they're, I don't know what they're thinking. There just comes a certain point in time where,
Just get your double in there, man. Just get the double in there. Don't
get a
sweat
double.
it.
Just get a stunt double, and like, bro, like they're trying. I don't know if they're going to try to de-age him at all with the new de-aging technology, but dude, it's still a 70-year-old man doing the acting underneath it's de-aging. I don't know. This is issue with Hollywood, but so I mean, speaking of old guys, kind of reaching their limit of what they can do.
This fucking guy, dude.
U.S. software mogul John McAfee dies by hanging in prison, Spanish prison. Lawyer says. So, the new meme is gonna be McAfee didn't kill himself. McAfee, 75 years old, was the pioneer of the antivirus software, introducing his eponymous program in the 1980s. He had been indicted in Tennessee on tax evasion charges. He was also charged in a cryptocurrency fraud case in New York. He was arrested in Barcelona, Spain, then jailed there in October. Prison authorities were investigating the cause of death. So McAfee, if you guys don't know out there, a lot of the younger people, if you're watching this, McAfee, when you want to talk about the eccentric, like, billionaire that just goes off the rails and just kind of does his own thing. Yeah, bro, just open that up in a dictionary and you're going to see John McAfee's, like.
First of all, question. Do you use McAfee software?
Back in the day when I used to run Windows. Yeah,
probably. In the day, right?
No, I had Norton Antivirus and McAfee.
So I haven't used either in a decade. Never had one problem. Second, dude, he was making this in the 80s when there was like 12 computers on the planet that did anything that wasn't just like, what, a document. So first of all, I think this guy kind of lived like way above his well, I was gonna say pay grade, but that doesn't make sense because I think I should put it this way. I think this guy made something that was really not that overly useful, in my opinion. I mean, made ridiculous amounts of money on it at an early age. And then the other little tidbits in here, potentially saying he thought he might have over 47 children or had fathered over 47 children.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess his most recent wife, he had met because she, as a prostitute, solicited him. I mean, this guy, like, fair play on that. Like, by no means am I trying to, put down a sex worker or a prostitute. It's not what I'm getting at. I'm just getting at that this guy, this is just barely even like a full page, like I'd love 20 pages on the last 20 years of this guy's life.
Oh, somebody's got to do a movie about this guy's life. Like, this is the shit that Hollywood should be making movies about.
And basically said it in this article, right? Like, I did it because he knew if he's coming back to the United States, he spends the rest of his life in jail.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess even like the mafia style jail where you still get to have lobster and wine isn't good enough for him. Like, he straight up was like, I'm out. I'm hanging myself.
Yeah. So he said in 2019 that he had not paid U.S. income taxes for 8 years for ideological reasons. That year, he left the United States to avoid trial, largely living on his mega yacht with his wife, 4 large dogs. Russell Myers from Alabama was not hired as a staff worker on the yacht, just so everybody knows. 2 security guards. You like how I brought that back, Phil? So
love that.
2 security guards and 7 staff. He offered to help Cuba avoid U.S. trade embargo using cryptocurrency and sought to run for U.S. president for the Libertarian Party.
I mean, if that doesn't sound scammy. Hey, Cuba. Hey, Cuba, I got this crypto idea. Check it out. Like, this guy. Dude, I saw a doc on this guy like 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 years ago. I don't even know if it was a doc, to be honest. And he looked just like that picture, but he was like kind of in the woods. I don't know what he was doing. This guy was out of his mind then. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, this kind of guy you run into in Europe, right? And you end up having like a 48-hour just greatest party night of your life on a yacht.
Yep.
And then you get dropped off and you never see the guy again.
Yep.
And then you find out everything about him later. I mean, yeah, this fucking guy, like, good for him. I mean, live life to the fullest. But I have a feeling what this guy did in the last 15, 20 years was basically when he still had credibility, got his hands on some monster loans, right? And then just went AWOL. This dude was not making money potentially, I don't think, the last 10 years. I think maybe he had some stock stuff going on, but I also find like he really blew it. Like, you end up in a place that's got extradition. What are you doing? Like, that's on you, right? Like, stay in the ocean.
Stay in the ocean. You're on a mega yacht. Stay in the ocean. There's plenty of countries you can go to that you could just escape extradition and not have to go in there. There's no reason to get off the yacht. None. You know, it's Or
like you said, just go to the countries that, right? Like Switzerland's one. Right? They're not going to do anything.
Monaco. No
I'm actually surprised. I'm actually surprised Spain has it, or that, because here's what I'm getting at here. Like, if this was like raped and murdered 19 children over the last 15 years, absolutely go get that fucker. Tax evasion from the 80s and him becoming a billionaire in the 80s to the time that they're calling him on the tax evasion. Dude, this guy's not paid so many fucking taxes at this point in his life. What's the point?
Like, he doesn't even live here in the U.S. He's already done. No, but they're trying to make an example of him. They're not going to let him get away with evading taxes, because then it'll encourage more people to do the same thing. But
aren't dude, what was going on with jobs in Mac in Macintosh in Ireland? I mean, aren't they straight avoiding taxes with there's something to do with a loophole in the tax reform or taxes, like everyone's ass fucking the government on their taxes.
Well, Amazon, look, this guy is doing the same thing every multi-billionaire is doing around the U.S. and what was it? Amazon paid no corporate taxes or no federal income taxes. Apple paid no federal income taxes. So they're doing it through the loopholes and with taxes. Tax accountants. This guy, John McAfee, was just like, hey, fuck you guys.
He was just like, eat a dick. I'm not.
Eat a dick. I'm not paying tax. So speaking of eating dicks, Victoria's Secret has just announced.
That's your segue, not mine.
So Victoria, the Fallen Angels. Boy. As of now, once again, in today's bizarre world society, beautiful women born just stunningly gorgeous, 6 foot, amazing. That's bad. Okay. But this is our new Victoria's Secret models.
Hey, don't you just mix them together? Like, right. I mean, yeah. I see, and like, I'm being like, you told me that was real. I'm still not sure. Like, I'm obviously not a Victoria's Secret guru, but so here's what I'm struggling with. Those other women, the Heidi Klums or whatever, that were praised for decades for just being, whatever, like they've got social media followings. Apparently people listen to what they have to say only because they walked around and looked good in underwear. So you're telling me now that they're not allowed to do it? Like, why wouldn't it be more inclusive to like have the angels like invite like, hey, you guys should come, do it too, even though, whatever. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't get why you ditch what was working like that as opposed to just bring them all together. If that's makes any sense.
Oh, here we go. This is what it's all Me Too. It's all Me Too. Oh. Reading down the article. This is okay. Victoria's Secrets was Me Too'd. Here we go. So in February last year, it was alleged that top executives of Victoria's Secret parent company created a toxic and misogynistic culture. So there we go.
Top execs.
Ed Razek, the former chief marketing officer, subjected women to harassment, and Lex Wexner, ex-CEO and owner, was extremely closely linked to Mr. Jeffrey Epstein and his dealings. Lex Wexner and Jeffrey Epstein were neighbors, and they have a very sordid past. Yeah, so this is exactly what this is that they are now They are now whoever's in charge of PR and marketing, which nowadays, and the human resources department, which is usually these woke SJW feminist women, are now saying, well, we have to change the whole look of Victoria's Secrets to make up for our transgressions. Not that these beautiful women had anything to friggin' do with any of that crap. So now what they're doing is they're appeasing the woke mob and going with this as their new ad campaign for Victoria's Secrets. They've hired.
I just want to touch on, though, if you've got Epstein stink on you,
yeah,
if you've got any Epstein stink on you, like I did not know that aspect. I kind of get it. The Epstein stink, you've got one choice. You basically got to hold a grenade in your hand and blow it off and lose the hand, or you've got to do, I guess, what they're doing. No, go ahead. I know where you're about to go to your.
So they canceled probably one of the biggest events on TV, the Victoria's Secret lingerie fashion show. They canceled that in 2019, and when they did that, I knew the writing was on the wall. I mean, the writing was on the wall. You could hear all the feminist groups screaming, "How dare you like make women look like sex objects and stuff like that?" It's like, yo, dude, these are professional models. This is what they do for a living. That's their job. Like these girls are born like, you look at these girls, they're not full of plastic implants and all this crap. Like, these are just extremely purebred, like born gorgeous models,
They're freaks. They're freaks. They're the LeBron James and Randy Mosses and JJ Watts of women stuff.
Yeah, 100%. And anything with women, bro, it's always a competition between women, and women always tear each other down. They always blame it on men, but it's actually other women doing the damage against other women, tearing each other down,
Women, they should probably let, women that are that hot that yes, they make millions wearing underwear, walking around in underwear. You should probably let that happen, because if they don't have their own millions, they're going to come find your husband that's got millions.
Yeah.
And you're going to be divorced, and it's not going to take more than a day.
Well, this is all come about. Victoria's Secrets has hired this gem right here from the women's U.S. soccer team. This just absolute piece of garbage of a human. I'll say that. I just can't stand this friggin' person. This person's so fucking awful. And I don't know who this is that also got hired. Priyanka Chopra Jonas.
I just want to jump in there because you said United States women's national team. I just want to be very clear with everybody. You take the next three so all soccer teams in the world have rankings. Like, for instance, right now, I believe Belgium's number 1 in the men's, and like Finland was 53. They're constantly ranked like tennis players. Just so everybody knows, the women's national soccer team is an absolute joke. I personally don't have any problem with them, and what I'm about to say, this is why. You take the next 3 teams that are ranked 2, 3, and 4, remove them from the equation, and then take the next 10 teams. Those next 10 teams, if you put the amount of money that those countries have put into their soccer programs over the last decade, 10 teams in a decade, it is less than what the United States women's national team spends on their uniforms in half a year. The United States women's national team basically pistol whips the blind children of the poor all over the soccer field, and then runs around screaming, "We're champions, you're champions." You play nobody. Literally. We shouldn't even have your sport, to be honest. It comes around the Olympics, women's soccer or the World Cup for the women, and it's only usually because the USA is a moneymaker, and the only country that pretty much, other than those other 3 I mentioned, even watches it. England kind of pays attention to their women, but they have youth academies. It's soccer. It's been there forever. But seriously, it's like, John, if you and I decided to go down to the local elementary school, found 2 second graders, and we're like, we're gonna kickbox, and you and I each fought a second grade. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, there's
I know what you're saying.
No competition, and they act like they're winning something. You're winning nothing. They would get smoked, like destroyed. If you took the top 13 to 15-year-old men or boys in England, Spain,
No, they did that, didn't they? Didn't they scrimmage? Didn't they scrimmage like the high school boys team or something like that? Or high school or the college, the men's team in college, and they just got demolished or something like that.
I would think that if they did, it was probably under 21s, which isn't
Yeah,
necessarily. And the only reason I say that is because these chicks, there's no way they'd do it. There's no way that they'd actually do that because they know they'd get smoked and owned on national TV. They're not going to do that.
And you've got this bitch. You've got this bitch is the one out there demanding that they need to be paid as much as the men's U.S. national soccer team. And I'm like, for what? Like, dude, you're not on equal playing fields.
They get paid more.
Yeah, they get paid more because more people are interested. It's advertising dollars. It's all based on advertising dollars.
And John, they've done breakdowns. If the women's national team was offered what the men get, they were offered that deal. So they would have been paid. They said no. And so then the structure set up now is, I mean, technically because, and again, the men's national team, first of all, if anyone, real quick note about me, football is the best sport by far. And when I say football, I'm now talking like not a fucking idiot that calls throw ball in America, which I love too, is great. That's tackle American football. Football, the United States men's team fucking suck. They would get smoked by probably the under 16s from Spain. And not to mention that through the years, half of our men's team, not to be a dick, but you weren't even born in America. Like we're importing like some kid that was born somewhere else, like a Spain or something like Balboa was like this back in the 90s. Don't get me wrong, awesome dude, awesome player. He could have played for Spain. Spain's amazing. He couldn't make it, so he plays for us. Like we can't even field a team of like people actually born in America on the men's side. So the United States men's and women's soccer, football, you're both fucking pathetic. And Christian Pulisic, everybody get over it. Like, dude, yes, he's won. And mind you, he might not even start at Chelsea this year. Anyways, that's going way too far down the rabbit hole. But football, anybody in America, you try and talk football in the United States football, we suck. We have more money in the world than anybody to make them good. They suck. We're going to always suck. We're never going to catch them. So just knock it off. And women's U.S. soccer, just fuck off. So
we see this now. I mean, it's in the title. Victoria's Secret ditches angels supermodels to redefine sexy with diverse high achievers like Megan Rapinoe, the U.S. women's soccer team player. So we saw some other company do this once you had a feminist take over. The company was called Playboy. And they got this great idea, another woke feminist. We're going to stop having nude models in Playboy.
I was just
how's that company doing?
I was about to say, is Playboy still a thing? Like now that
how's that company doing now? How's that company doing now? Like, does anybody ever talk about it anymore?
No, until you said that, like I was like, wait a minute. Is Playboy even still around?
Yeah, exactly. Nobody knows. So, you could just pretty much, here's the nail in the coffin for Victoria's Secrets. You just come out of a pandemic, your retail stores were probably hurting left and right, and now you're going to do this bonehead move. Nobody wants to see Megan Rapinoe in lingerie in a commercial on fucking TV. No woman is going to say like, oh, she looks great. Megan, look how great Megan Rapinoe looks with the purple hair. I can look like that too in lingerie. No, dude, women like looking at other beautiful women. They love it.
You really dislike this chick.
Oh, I fucking hate that bitch, dude. Hate her. Hate her fucking guts, dude. Hate that chick so much. Just, and this shit's a perfect example because this is exactly just goes into a brand and destroys it. She's like the cat, she's just like kind of like the perfect little figurehead of like how to destroy a company with this woke femininity.
Well, I feel like just the entire movement away from the angels completely. Well, so they're not calling it Victoria's. Are they still calling it Victoria's Secret?
Oh, they're going to still call it Victoria's Secret. Yeah, they're not going to change the name, but
okay. So then this means like the angels, but the angels aspect is gone.
Yeah, that whole marketing, just the whole brand is gone. This happened before. This happened in the surf industry back in the day. There was a company called Reef Brazil, and Reef Brazil was known for their advertising, and it was always their sandals with the beautiful Reef Brazil Venezuelan Brazilian model that was paired up, and that was the ad. And every single person, every surfer had a Reef Brazil poster on their bedroom, a Reef Brazil calendar. And then you know what happened? Guys went and bought the shoes. And the two owners of Reef ended up selling their company for $400 million. A fucking sandal company, $400 million sandal company. You know, they made something like $60 million off sandals that they put a bottle opener in the sandal. So then once they sold the company to this new corporate entity, once again, you have the human resources, PR, feminist thing. Oh, we need to redefine Reef and get it away from this toxic male models and thong models and stuff like that. And dude, they just took a hit instantaneously. Just, you know, drive down sales. This, you know, it's what it is it's basically there can't be any products in society that cater to, you know, men. Like that, a male's like loving the sexuality of women. If it's like that, we have to destroy it. We have to kill it because we don't want to portray that in society anymore.
Well, but don't you also feel like, so obviously, like we're going to have a period, we're going to have a pendulum swing back at some point, right? And I say that because, so the only reason Victoria's Secret got that big is because heterosexual men and heterosexual women, super like hot looking women, you know, doing all the modeling, like all that whole combination is why that thing became $1 billion industry. When those people aren't buying your stuff, you're not going to be that big of an industry. So in a weird way, I'm just thinking like 3, 4, 5 years, maybe it's a woman or a guy, but I mean, start putting together kind of a new version when everybody wants it back. So
100%.
But I mean, I find it strange on their part. Like I would say this. I understand. Well, I think I said at the beginning, right? Like, I don't see why you have to ditch what got you there. Modify, maybe make some inroads. So we're now all together, right? Like church in the steeple, look inside, see all the people, whatever. But to just ditch that was the successful model, and basically just kind of start. I don't see why you wouldn't try and mesh more together. But I don't run $1 billion companies, and I don't fucking care, I guess, either. So, but yeah, that just seems dumb. Everything about that move. And now, mind you, again, like back to your buddy there, the football player. She, John, she must have run a couple multi-billion-dollar companies in her life, right? Like, you know, she's probably 35, 40. I don't know how old she is, but she's playing soccer or football around the world all the time. She must be running $1 billion companies on the side. So she understands marketing strategy, VP sales, things of that nature. Like she must be, you know, really, for someone who possibly didn't even, you know, get a master's degree. That's a pretty impressive hire.
Oh, dude, I just want that person to go away. I just want that person to go away.
Oh, I'll tell you when she will. I'll tell you when she will, buddy. So football is, you know, people get older. Football, there's going to be a new crop. She's not going to be on the team in 3, 4, 5 years. She's like, that's why that's probably why she's doing this, right? Like she understands her window is short. And when that thing, not to mention, I'm actually stunned that you even know who she is. I only know who she is because, you know, I like I said, football is my favorite sport. So I do follow what's happening up and down the spectrum. But for her to have seeped this far into the lexicon is quite surprising because, again, also she's not even in the hierarchy of some of the best. I mean, you know, Abby Wambach, Brandy Chastain, Julie Foudy, Mia Hamm, Alex Morgan. Like, I'm not even sure that she's on the team.
No, of course. Well, that's why she's got to be loud and obnoxious and interject herself into politics because she's making up for. She needs, you know, these people are narcissists, dude. This just basically boils down to these woke feminist leftist types. They're just narcissists. They need to, you know, get out there, get their name out there, become celebrities. There's some really annoying videos of her out there. screaming like, I deserve this. I deserve this. I just, like, so
Yeah,
I want to get off the topic, but we got to wrap. We got to wrap because it's already 6:25. We're coming up on hour and 20 minutes. But, what I don't want to get off of is this babe, Brittanee Lee. So make sure, guys, go check her out. You can go check out It's Brittanee Lee on Instagram. She spells with 2 E's, not a Y. Guys, please make sure to go check out Bikini Girl magazine and check out our digital issues that we have available of all the beautiful models. I'll be posting this video that I did of Brittanee Lee on our YouTube channel. I'll probably post it to the Bikini Girl magazine YouTube page. And then next week, we're going to do another podcast, another Retouch This podcast with the gentleman and a scholar, Captain Clint Torres. And Captain Clint, do you have any parting words for everybody out there?
Cristiano Ronaldo had another brace today, and I think Portugal go out of the tournament this weekend to Belgium and suck it. That's it.
Nice.
That's it. Good show. Guys. I had a good time. Thanks, man.
I had a fun time. That went really quick. So I hope you guys enjoy that, guys. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. It makes a big help. I really want to break that. I think we were like about 200 people away. Please make sure to like, comment, and share this video. And if you have any funny news stories for like what's weird in the news segment, please share them with us. Throw it in the comments down below. And I had a fun time, and I'm going to run the credits. Thanks for checking out this video, everyone. Did you know that for the price of a 6-pack of beer that you can get Bikini Girl magazine each month? That's right. You get the digital magazine downloadable to your phone or your desktop, as well as all the smoking hot, uncensored content from the shoots that I can't show on social media. Go to bikinigirlmagazine.com and sign up as a monthly patron, or you can purchase individual issues via MagForest platform. Your support helps me continue to do all of these sexy shoots for you. The social media censors absolutely hate all of this content of beautiful women, so help spread the word to all your friends. Please make sure to like, comment, or share this video with some friends and click that subscribe button. Also, go follow Bikini Girl magazine on our second YouTube channel and across social media to keep up with the latest hot babes.